Okay, so this is the chamber of seed starch. And ta-da! The bottom row has my basil, parsley, and red and yellow onions. I seeded the non-pelletized onion seeds exactly the way I seeded the parsley. And I used the gallon tops to make these awesome humidity domes. And they're all on heat. So this Trey made, and I'll put the link of how she made it up there and down there. But this is there, and it has lights. See? Has lights attached already. And this is where I started the 2,000 pounds that I planted right here last year. The onions used to be up here. Stay tuned for more updates on my plants I just started in the Chamber of Seed Starts. But that's it for this video. And remember, if I can do it, I know you can do it. And I love planting.